The Nissan Murano falls behind the brand's compact Trogan 3-row Pathfinder in the sales pecking order, but it is nevertheless hugely important and arguably the most familiar to consumers. The model also has a history of debuting bold styling languages for Nissan. Witness the 2003 and 2009 editions, and the look of this new for 2015 version already has spread to the 2016 Maxima. Given that tone-setting role, not to mention its practicality, the latest Murano was a strong candidate for a 40,000-mile long-term test, and so we ordered one. A crossover is no one's idea of exciting, so we tend to make our time with them a bit easier by loading them up with goodies. Here, we went full goodies and spec'd the top-off-the-line, $41,485 AWD Platinum. That isn't cheap, but it comes standard with leather, heated seats front and rear, a heated steering wheel and outside mirrors, dual-zone automatic climate control, and remote start. It was a long winter, so forgive us for first focusing on those bits. The front seats are ventilated, too, and they feature Nissan's zero-gravity design, which reportedly was inspired by the way eight-dressed astronauts' bodies are positioned while experiencing weightlessness. It sounds gimmicky, because space! But the chairs are indeed very comfortable. The reclining rear seats are also zero-gravity, and they are quite spacious. Our Murano also has proximity entry and start, a power liftgate, and a heap of LED exterior lighting. On the entertainment front, the Murano Platinum has a Bose stereo with 9 speakers and 2 subwoofers. Its sound quality hasn't particularly impressed yet. An array of actual knobs, buttons, and dials makes audio adjustments blessedly easy, and an 8-inch dashboard touchscreen is the interface for the standard navigation system, various mobile apps, and Bluetooth phone integration. There are also USB ports and 12-volt power outlets aplenty, which is great because we love plugging things into other things. We selected only one factory option, the $2,260 technology package. It adds 3 driver assistance components, adaptive cruise control, forward collision warning, and forward emergency braking, that can be managed via the higher screen in the instrument cluster. The tech package also includes a huge power sunroof through which we've been able to observe mostly angry, grey clouds. So far, logbook commenters are digging the Pacific Sunset exterior paint and the lush brown leather, as well as the Murano's smooth ride quality, spaciousness, and aforementioned seats. Negative comments center on steering that can sometimes feel rubbery even if it is nicely weighted, glare from the bowl-like rear edge of the hood, and some imprecise interior fits. There's only one engine and transmission available in the new Murano, a 260 horsepower 3.5-litre V6 and a CVT. Notable results from our initial follow to the test track: 7.3 seconds to 60 miles per hour, 18.7 ticks to 100, and 15.6 to complete the quarter mile at 92 miles per hour. Spacious and packed with luxe gear, the Murano no doubt has many long road trips in its future, and it's already proving a popular respite for the daily slog. Although it's way too early to call our Murano an orange crush, our test has started off on the right foot. Now we have to see how the remaining 37,000 miles go. What we like: this past summer, we liked loading the Murano with people and stuff and taking it on long weekend excursions. Ride quality is good, and the interior is easily quiet enough for young children to nap. The rear seat has plenty of room for young and old alike, and there's lots of cargo room in back. The front seats are particularly comfortable for hauls long and short, and it's easy to find a good driving position, although some drivers would welcome more thigh support. Pleasing ergonomics, a sensible layout of the controls, and logical display screens minimize driving distraction. The chocolate brown upholstery and tasteful silvery wood grain trim lend an upscale ambience to the cabin. Well-paved adaptive cruise control, which will bring the vehicle to a complete stop, helps minimize the stress of summer weekend traffic jams on Michigan's I-75. A fuel range of 400+ miles is also a boon. What we don't like, the continuously variable automatic transmission, has come in for a lot of criticism. One editor noted that the Murano makes a beeline for the lowest possible engine speed. Every time you give it the boot, it moans and bellows its way up to 4,000 revolutions per minute, sounding like a distressed cow in dire need of milking. Another driver described the powertrain as unpleasant, but features editor Jeff Sabatini opined that the CVT is offensive only when you're driving the Murano in a sporting manner, which buyers are unlikely to do often, if at all. Murano customers are perhaps more likely to be bothered by the high load floor in the cargo area, as well as the somewhat shallow door pockets and the smallish cubbies for stowing road trip paraphernalia. What went wrong? Not a thing. The only times the Murano has seen a wrench so far is during its scheduled maintenance visits, which come every 5,000 miles. The first service cost $59.59 and was comprised of an oil and filter change, a tire rotation, and an inspection. The second maintenance checkup was identical but cost 34 cents less, thanks to a drop in the price of the oil filter. Added to the piggy bank. Where we went, aside from a handful of commutes to northern Ohio, the Murano hasn't left the state of Michigan. But it tracked up thousands of miles going back and forth, a total of 9 times, to various locations in Michigan's northern Lower Peninsula, up north as we like to call it, from our home base in Ann Arbor. The Murano visited family cottages, summer camps, resort towns, and even Lake Michigan's Beaver Island, which is a 32-mile ferry ride from the mainland.